my friends, welcome back to Rosie's Creative Wings. So here I have a coloring book page. This is a digital, actually. I downloaded it from Etsy. And so I've been coloring these really pretty girls. This is my third one. This is from a digital coloring book on Etsy, and the name is Coloring Fantasy, and this is the grayscale one. So I did download 2 of them. And so that's one of the girls that I wanted to color. And so I figured I would come on camera and record while I'm coloring her. So in this one here, what I wanted to try to do is just try to color her with watercolor. I haven't done that with the other ones. With the other ones, I use acrylic. This one here, which is gouache. And I used markers and what else did I use? Acrylic markers, regular markers. I use acrylic paints and gouache paints. And so a mixture of things. And so in this one, I just wanted to try just watercolor and see if I could just do one watercolor. So of course I may not be able to finish this on camera because I do take my time when I'm coloring these. This is something that I do to relax and to be able to use my paints. And I'm not going to color her skin normal color. I like to paint my characters in different color skins. So this one here is going to have like a really, really pale aqua color skin. And so I did scan in the image, and I did copy it, print it out on copy paper. I also copied it on kind of like this really thin vellum paper. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? And then what I do is this is actually watercolor paper that I glued it on. But then I had to put gesso on this copy paper, of course, because it's not going to take the wet medium if I don't. So I had to protect it with gesso. Yes, I just wanted to come on and have you guys come along while I do this. And so this is good to do when you want to be creative and you have like an artist block, you know, which a lot of us do. Sometimes you want to create, but you don't know why you want to create. And so coloring something like this could probably bring that, you know, inspiration back. Okay. So I am going to come back and put some highlights and things, but I'm going to let this first coat dry. But then again, I don't know how this is going to work with watercolor, because I know watercolor reactivates once it's dry, and then you go back on top. So we'll see. That's mainly the reason why I was doing it with the acrylic. But the acrylic, you only have so much time to play around with it before it actually dries. And so, you know, you have to be fast about it if you're going to blend in or if you're going to do anything like that. So I will come back to her face and add more highlights or whatever I need to This is really dark. I gotta lighten it up. Even though I can just go over it with some more water and fix it. Can you see that now? Probably a little bit better, right? And if I tap it, too much of it is going to come out. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to leave it like that for now. And I will do the inside of her glasses and things like that later. But I'm going to do her neck now. So what do you guys do when you want to get creative and you don't feel like it? Or you don't know what to get creative with? What do you do to get back into the groove of things? Because I try to, every weekend I try to definitely take time for my crafts and my art. And so if I don't feel like coloring or like doing any type of mixed media, or if I'm not feeling creative, I tend to like create, like making something, like playing with pages or playing with paper, and just making pockets or things like that. That for me, when I have a artist block, I can definitely work with paper and do other things for some reason. But when it comes to the art part, it's a little bit different for me. I have to feel inspired and creative to do the art part. But when it comes to creating like pockets or like, you know, things like that, like let's say I want to alter an envelope, or I want to create anything for a junk journal, that comes easier to me for some reason when I have a artist you know, block. So that's what I do. I'll try to stick to something like that and keep myself creative. But I always try to find a way to get back to my art, because I don't want to get rusty. And the less you do it, you know, the less you feel motivated, and your skills and stuff like that could get you know, rusty. You gotta use your, the more you do it, the better. The more experience and skills, techniques you learn, you know. Okay, so I'm not liking, this is leaving like lines, and I'm not liking it too much. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Maybe I gotta change my brush. Let me see. Let me try this bigger one here. Maybe it's the paint. I don't know. So I have different types of color, watercolor out, and of course they are not all of the same quality. So I don't know if this is what it is, but I'm not liking it. Maybe I'm putting too much paint. Yeah, so I have here, this is this one? I forgot. This one is Genuine Crafts watercolor. This one is Roses Gallery watercolor, and these are Magic Flies, the brand Magic Fly, and that's gouache watercolor. And then I have these here that I pulled out. These are from Prima, and these are Prima Marketing Ink, and these come like in different sets. This was the vintage pastels, and these are the currants. The currants means that they're all blue and greens. This is my favorite one. And then this one has like pastels, vintage pastel colors. And then I have another one by Jane Davenport up there, which I'm not going to pull because those are really bright, so I'm not going to use those. But these that I have pulled, they're all of different quality. They're not the same, you know, like my paints are not that expensive. Just dabbing it. I guess that's the way I could give it some highlights. See how it looks now? So that color doesn't look too bad on her. I do have to do the inside of the glasses. So I'm going to continue with her hands. So do you guys like to color in the adult coloring books? Honestly, I've never really colored like this. I just saw these and I like the images so much that I said, let me try that. But I'm not really a person that would buy an adult coloring book to color. I noticed that a lot of the adult coloring books, they have like what do you call that? Doodles and Zantango, I think they call it, and I'm not into that. So I guess that would be a person that has the patience to do that. I'd rather just paint like something like this than paint doodles or things like that. And this person, which his name is Scott, I forgot every time. What is his name? His art is just phenomenal. He is like, wow. Scot Howden. His art is amazing. Beautiful. He just has beautiful. He has a beautiful talent. Believe it or not, my husband has like, he draws really nice, like really nice, but he's very modest. And he doesn't like showing his art and things like that. But if I was to show you some of his art, you'd be like, what? You'd be blown away right now. But his art is like so different. Like he can draw from his head and just create characters. I'm not like that. I mean, I could probably create a character, but it takes me a little bit to, like, I would have to do one character more than once to get it the way that I want, and he can just create a character right there and then, and it comes out the first time really nice. So and then my son also like inherited his talent, and he draws really nice as well. That's a little too late. I gotta do something to make it a little dark. I think I'm gonna just add some paint to it, and then come back to it once it's dried and dab it. It's not gonna look right now, but if I let it sit for a little bit and then I come back and activate it, it will stay a little bit darker, but remove a little bit of it. So I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I don't know if you can see that. And I don't have my other side of the camera on because I need a SD card. My other one got corrupted, and so I can't use it. So for now, I did order one. I'm waiting for it. For now, I'm just using the view that I've always used, which is this one here that you're seeing right now. Very nice. I'm liking it. Okay, let's see. Oh, her tummy's out. I didn't even realize that. I thought that was part of her blouse. She's a hippie girl. I'm just gonna go like this, and then just use the smaller brush to go by the flowers, because I don't want to paint the flowers with this blue, teal, turquoise, whatever color it is. Okay. So I'm going to use this tiny one that's for details. And just paint around the flower. This is why I may not finish this, of course, on camera, but this is why I like doing this when I'm not recording, because I like to take my time coloring these, because it does have a lot of small detail that I don't want to rush to get into. But I'm doing it now because I do like to spend time with you guys and come on and share. And if you like this, what I'm doing now, and if you would like to see more, let me know and I'll definitely make the effort to do that. I don't know that I will be able to finish a whole, page, but I will do some of it and then finish the rest off camera. So look at that. So far, I don't see, in my angle, I can't really see if you can see the color. I hope you can. What else do I need to do? Is that part of her? Yes, it is. I also wanted to try the watercolor because the acrylic paint, because it's a little bit heavier, and it covers more, I tend to go over the details, like let's say the hands or the fingers. You see, like it shows like every little finger there. You can see the detail. With the acrylic paint, I sometimes go over it, and then some of the details get removed. And then when I try to go over it, like to enhance it, try to bring the details out, I kind of like mess it up a little bit sometimes. So, and then once the acrylic paint is on there, I cannot really, you know, dab it or anything like that. So I would have to like find the same pictures I always print out too, and I put one up so that I can see the details while I'm coloring, just so that I know exactly what I'm going over, because if I go over it with paint, I don't see the detail, and if I'm looking at it, I know more or less. So with the watercolor, it seems like it's good in the sense that you don't lose the detail. You can see it even if it dries up, you still see it because the watercolor goes on transparent kind of. I did have to put gesso on this page, like I said in the beginning, so that it would take the paint. Okay, so it dried nicely actually. I didn't have to, I kind of thought it wasn't gonna dry. I thought it was gonna dry like with the spots. I'm gonna just highlight this a little bit here. There it goes. Yeah. See? That's cool, right? So now I want to do her glasses. I gotta go careful here because I don't want to do. I want to go over the glasses, but I don't want to go over the paint. I don't want to go over her eyes with the paint. I'm gonna keep the details of her eyes. Oh, where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? Take some water out. Okay, I put too much water in this time. I gotta tap it. I think I'm gonna use the little brush. Oh, these brushes are just playing with me right now. Okay, let's see, that's good. Let me tap it a little bit. Okay, I gotta add a little bit more to this one here. I will add some eyeshadow to her eyes later. Ooh, that looks really good. See that? Okay, let's see. What am I doing next? So you see her shirt has a lot of detail. A lot. See that? So I have to do that very, very carefully and very slowly because I do want to keep everything of it. But it has a lot of detail during her whole shirt, her whole blouse. So that's something that I'm not going to do on camera. But I'm thinking about doing the flowers. And I'm wondering what color should I do the flowers? I can do them different colors. Okay. Maybe I should do this yellow here. This is a pretty yellow. This one. Or I also have this one. which I want to try these paints on this one here, because this was like a more finer quality paint than this one that I was using. So, and these yellows kind of look the same, so I wonder if I could use this one and see if it's, and I want to have my other sheet over here. I wonder if this will be a good one. Let's see. I'm gonna do these yellow. I'll try to put some highlights too, but I'm gonna see if I do other colors too, like blend it in with other colors. I don't think I want to do all of them yellow. Cause this is like an orange yellow. So I'm kind of like losing a little bit of the detail here. And I'm gonna do the flowers, and then not all of them, but and then I'll stop the video because I don't want it to get too long. And then I will show you the finished product. So you see, I kind of have to lift it up because I can't see the details too well. Because I did when I made the copy, I lightened it up a little bit because it is like a gold gray tone, and so I didn't want it to look too dark. And so I did lighten it up. Some of them I printed out dark, some of them I printed out light, and I played around with the paper. I printed it on different paper, and so just to see what I preferred. But this is actually the first time I am coloring it on copy paper. The other ones that I already colored, they were actually on that light vellum, because it's like a transparent paper, and I thought that it would be better to do it on that, but I don't think it makes a difference actually, because you know what, this copy paper is fine. Because as long as you protect the paper and you I mean, depends, of course. If you're just using crayons, then you're good, or color pencils, you know, you don't have to do anything than what I did. But since I want to color it with different mediums, then I would have to do that. And then like I said, I did paste it on this watercolor paper. How does that look so far? And then I have like these pencils here that I had ordered, and because I wanted to see, like, when I do once I color it, there's some details that I want to just darken a little bit, and so it's not good with, I tried it with like with a black fine line marker or pen. Pretty much it's a pen, and I don't like the way it looks. It looks like too dark, like the black pen, like the black line of the pen, and so I feel like it takes away from the actual image. I feel it's just too harsh. So I need something like a little bit more smooth, and I felt like that pencil that I ordered would probably blend in nicely to the details. See, like, it looks really soft. This image looks soft. But then if you start like outlining it with that black pen, it becomes different. So you see her face has like the lines, but everything's very smooth, and that's the way I want to keep it. And so I bought that set of pencils that come in different like some are light, some are dark, some are darker, like that. Different leads. And so that's the lightest one that I took out. I hope everyone's doing well this winter. I'm here in New York, and so the weather is unpredictable. Some days it's hot, some days it's not hot, but warmer. And then some days it's like freezing. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna probably do the one, her hair. She has one, two. She has like 5 different. She has 5 flowers on her hair, so I don't know. I may have to do that different colors. Maybe I'll do one yellow too, but I should do it white. Could do it white too. That will look nice and white. And then let's see what colors. That color is really pretty. That's a dark color right there. This one right here. Look at that. Ooh, that's a nice red. I'm tempted to do that color. You can't see it. Let me just show you. Look how pretty that color is. But then there's also this one here that's like an orange. See you. And then there's that bright red over here. That's really pretty too. Ooh, that's pretty. So I can do like the dark and just add some highlights to it with the lighter. But then what color is this? That's red too. How many reds are there? Okay. It's 3 different shades. I kind of like this one up here. I like all of them actually, because I love this one, but I think it's a little too dark. So I think I'm going to go with this one here. Yeah, that's pretty. I just got up. That's too much water. Okay, let's see. Which one do I do? I'm going to do... I'm gonna do this one. Maybe I'll do a second one too. Oh, that's pretty. So this has like a little hair, and it's really bothering me because. Okay, I think I took it off. So I'm trying not to put it down too wet because the water will spread through the image, and I'm trying to color it as neat as possible. I don't want it to go over the line. Oh, that's really pretty. Very pretty. Look at that. So I'm gonna go over it again to make it a little darker, but I'll let it dry for now. I think I'm gonna do that top one yellow, the same yellow that I used for her. This one here. And then around it I'll just put the other colors. And then at the bottom I'll put let's do maybe this one here. Should I do like an orange? Let's do the orange so it could stand out different colors. That's a pretty orange. Wow, that's really bright. So I'm gonna do that one here. That's really dark. Ooh, I'm liking that. So I'm thinking, and I think it will look really pretty if I use kind of like a turquoise on this side over here. Let's see. So this watercolor here set doesn't have any turquoise because this is more like a finer type of quality, and so these are the ones that would have. So I think I'm going to use this one here. I love this color right here. It's so pretty. This one here is the gouache set, which goes on, but once it's dried, it goes on permanent. It is like watercolor, but once it dries, it stays permanent. So have to be very careful with this one here. But I love that color. Yeah, okay, I like that. So then I have this one here left, so maybe I should do the same color. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same color. So let's go back to this one here. And that one was, what color was that? This one here. Of course, I gotta clean the brush first. Okay. So here I lost the details a little bit, so I'm just gonna use my judgment here. Hopefully the flower looks good. And I don't have another, I don't know if I have another copy of her. I usually do, but I didn't take it out, so I think that's okay. What do you think? Okay. Oh, should I have done this? Not all of them yellow? Maybe I should have changed the color of one of them. Nah, I'll leave it like that. As far as her hair, I'm not sure what color I'm doing her hair. Okay. I'm gonna do some more flowers. Let's do the turquoise right here. Let's do this one right here. Turquoise. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna do some scattered turquoise ones. Let's do this one over here. I'm sorry if you can't wanted to use the other view that you can see a little bit closer, but I'll be using that view soon. Okay. And I'm going to do one on this side too. I kind of like to make these like whimsical, like, you know, we definitely know that no one in the world has skin like that color, right? But I do like to make them different. Not normal. Still pretty, but sort of like whimsical more than anything. It's your art, so you can do what you like, right? Make it different. So I notice when I'm laying down the paint itself kind of, there's some dark sides and some light sides, and so it kind of makes it look like it has its own highlights. So I'm gonna leave it like that. I think it works out really nicely. Now we're gonna do some orange. Which orange did I use? I think it was this one here. This orange is really pretty too. Oops, I almost used the wrong one. So let's see, we're gonna do this one here, make that one orange. And this is good also to practice with watercolor. Like I know watercolor is intimidating, still intimidating to me. I just like go with the flow, you know. But I know it could be. I feel like you have to get the hang of watercolor, you know. So I feel like if you do something like this and you're using watercolor, I think it helps, you know, so you can get comfortable with it. I'm gonna use this orange here. That's a pretty orange. I don't know how that orange right there got like so. It kind of like spread on me. I don't know how that happened. All the other ones are okay, and that one got all discombobulated. See that there? That orange. It got all discombobulated. Okay, I'm gonna use this one on this one here. Oh my god, I want to mix it in with the other color. The other one's still a little wet. Okay, what do you think? I gotta go with this one. For some reason, this one got a little flat looking. I don't know why, but that's the other orange. Let's see. Let's do that pretty red. We're going to do this one over here. Yes. And let's see. I'm gonna do this middle one here the same color. For some reason, this one gets really light. I don't know why this red that I'm using, but I'm gonna see if I can make it dark. I hope it stays like that though. Ooh, that's pretty. Let me do this one here. Got a little light. Not completely, but just to give it like some. I don't mind the highlights, you know. It looks like it's shaded or whatever. Yeah. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And there I go, putting my palms. Messing it up. Yeah. Let's see if we could finish the flowers, and then let's see what other color. I'm gonna do a yellow too. I know there's a lot of yellows, but I'm gonna do a yellow just in the little group here of flowers. Let's do this one here. And let's do this one here. Just taking out a little bit of this paint because I want it to drip on the other side. I'll go down towards the other flowers. Okay. So, okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more flowers to go. Let's see if I can use a different color. Okay, I don't want it to, let's use like a light pink, right? Okay, we'll use this one here. This one. I think I'm gonna like using the watercolor on these, because as long as I have like defined brushes that I can get the detail, I should be fine. And I really like how smooth it's actually painting. But then again, I also have the oh, there's actually flowers there too. The watercolor markers, which also have, you know, their points are fine too. I'm gonna do this one right here, pink. I'm gonna do one up here. Too much water. This one up here. That's too light. I need more paint. There you go. Okay, so I still have one over here, and I just realized there's 2 more over here. So we're gonna paint those and see what color I can use. Should I do kind of like a lavender one? I don't know which lavender to use. Let me see. Let's see this lavender here. That's pretty. Alright, let's try this one here. And let's do this one down here. This one looks like a little lost in there, so Let's bring it out with this pretty purple. And it did just that. And then so I have one more to go. And I don't know if I should do that. Should I leave it white? Maybe I'll do that white. Yeah. Just one white flower. Let me see if I can use this one here. Put the paint on. Clean my brush. I may have to go over this white with a different acrylic. See? You know what? I'm gonna just paint it a different color because I don't think that's gonna look white. Right, like that with the white. So let's see. I'll use this all orange here. Okay. Let me just remove a little bit of the paint. It's too heavy. Okay. So what do you think, guys? I do have to do some touch-ups, but so far I really like the way it looks. I like the way her face looks. I am going to add a little bit of eyeshadow to her face and a little bit of lipstick, maybe a little bit of blush, make her pretty. I'm going to finish up her blouse and I'm going to add the rest of the details. So, and of course the tassel here, I got to figure out what color I'm going to do that. So yeah, I'm going to stop the video here. And I'll finish her up on the next, I'll finish her up off camera. But if you like what you see here, if you're liking this type of video, let me know. And I can probably do like a two-part the next time, where I can do like I did now. I did some now, and then I could do some on the second part like that, because of course it's gonna take too long to do an image like this in one sitting. At least for me it will. So if this is something that you like to see and you would like to see more, let me know, and I would love to come and of course share and spend that time with you guys as well. So yeah, so I'm gonna leave it here and finish it off camera, and then I'll come back on another video and show you how it turned out. Okay, so thank you guys for being with me and for spending this time with me. And any comments that you have, put them in the description box below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.